I just wanted to give you guys some more proof that we're in a simulation. I'm deep in the woods. I'm in my tent. I decided I'm probably not going to go back to society for a couple weeks because it's peace out here. I can be alone. I felt the simulation stick some type of weird antenna thing trying to connect to me, and it raped me. And then I felt connected to something that was trying to use my imagination to manifest things. It was trying to make me create things that would be offered to other people that I didn't like. It was trying to force me to fuel my enemies. And I spent like 6 hours fighting it. I finally got to a couple conclusions about acceptance. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna roam the premises and just have a good time. I made it about 5 feet. And then these guys spawned like mobs. They were there 1 second, or they weren't there 1 second, and now they're here. Can you see the movement? We've got junkies that have wandered their way right to the perfect spot to fuck up my life. I haven't had a break in 3 years. But whatever keeps trying to make me manifest things for other people and what tortures me keeps showing me the image of a crossbow. Yeah, they're twitching, they're scratching their head, they're just standing there like the robots I posted yesterday. They're frozen in place, processing for the Matrix, trying to steal and connect to me so that they can ruin my day. Hopefully, they leave. Yep. Soon I'll have a sniper rifle. They're pretty cheap. They're $500. And they didn't see me until I started talking. Nope, they're still setting up. I thought that was enough to make them leave, but obviously they're not in control of their minds. I wish I could kill him. It'd be so easy. You notice how the birds are all on my side? And it takes 2 of them to unfold a tarp. Can you even see them? You know what probably attracted them? I ain't even gonna lie. I knew when I put my bike over here. My bike is over there. Wait, till you see the red. Where the fuck is my bike? It's in between these trees right here. There it is. Something told me if I put that bike there, it's gonna make people think that they should stick around to try to saw the tree off to steal my expensive bike. This makes me so mad. You know what it is too? I saw the police digging their way through here to try to get to me. And I said no. Yep, they're spewing out a bunch of... So I can see all the energy that goes into their processing system and they're spitting out into the environment. The thing about white people is that... Yep, hear the crow? The crows followed me all day. I took the bus. Yep. They're doing it again. It's just constant rituals. I don't know how any... The only reason you guys are making it is because you don't recognize what's happening to you. If you were really aware of what's going on and like all the systems in process to allow you to use your freedom of creativity, you'd realize... A lot of people realize that authenticity isn't real at all. It takes a lot of knowledge to utilize wisdom. These guys are stuck. Yeah, they're... I hope you can see them. Yeah. So most of what I was just talking about was opening up from a guy that tried to rape me last year. And the things I say are valid, but the emotional charge behind it. So look, now I can't have this because I have a group of crackheads that are going to come try to steal it tonight. They took my spot right when I got comfortable, and they showed up right when I decided to leave. So I was laying here all day. I decided to get up and go out to try to enjoy myself. You know, when there's no obstacles in the way, it kind of lets you open up your mind more because you're not focused on distracting things. You could start to talk to the birds, like the birds over here that chirp, so I can connect to them and change the focus. So they spawn two enemies that are trying to steal my bike, and they're trying to steal my tent deep in the forest. It took a lot of work to get here. But you know what that means? That means I can go on the offensive. I mean, if this was Apache times, they'd be dead. If I had a crossbow, they'd be dead. 2030 comes around, and this is still happening. It's even worse, where I'm stuck out here because the world is completely gone. I think I showed you the Montpelier video yesterday. I might have a red spot on my face from the pen. How much time do I have? Yep, I'm gonna call the police. They want, something said, why don't you call the police to get him out? And this is my karma for how people felt about me when I was suffering, depressed over there. They thought I was a junkie, and now I have to feel what they felt with real junkies. Yep, so they came to scope out my bike. Where are they at? I'm the same color as the trees. Yep. Can you see the speed they move at? The way that they keep their head down. They're fat and white. They came to scope out my bike again. Can you see how the speed that they move at, the way that they're twitching? They're possessed by and tethered to an artificial intelligence. This town, they warned me last year too. Every time they come into the town, they warn me that what they like to do is enhance their police. So the police have a certain authority that everyone submits to, and that makes them feel protected. But really what it means is that when I show up, the police have a giant emotional temper tantrums. But the police station is nearby, and I could feel him. Once I beat the crows, they use the police. There's so many better places. Yeah, they came to take my bike. That's what they were after. So I'm gonna have to move further out. I was thinking about leaving anyway. Going to the next town. But I hate losing. So it's one of my spirit guides latched onto them, bounced off them, bounced back to me, and called me a cuckold. Because I'm looking at these couple love each other. Yep, they're drinking. I'm bad on the surveillance front. If I took these boots off. Hello. I'm the Indian in the trees. This is why, if I chose to buy the speaker, I'd play the Apache War Chant at like 3 in the morning. And I could buy a pair of good night vision goggles. And tonight, if I had both of them, if you guys donate, if you got $20, just 10 of you throw $20, I'll buy a pair of night vision goggles, I'll buy a speaker, and I'll record me running around them at night playing the Apache War Chant. Or maybe I'll buy an Aztec whistle. If someone donates enough for me to buy one of those Aztec whistles. Because I tried to be a flagger. I went to Montpelier. I took a 3-hour bus ride with the schizophrenics and the evil demons, and it was bad. It was an 11-day. I'm really good at taking the energy away, but part of that means that I kind of take their bandwidth. It's really good for music. It's a skill I learned having to be around hostile places, that you had to conform to the energy of people around you. I know it's balanced out with the root chakra, which is probably why it's a war zone. See it now, I'm switching and moving like they are. You can see it firsthand. That I'm slowly losing my sense of self that I had just cultivated for hours. I don't know what lessons it's trying to teach me. If you see, this is the way my tent's angled. They're directly behind it. It's a strategic attack. Metaphysically. And now I'm starting to move and talk like them. I'm twitching, I'm turning my head, I'm putting my head down when I walk. Something's trying to get into the back because I was freeing myself out here. And I'm smoking 1 cigarette a day now, and I'm really proud of that. I was fasting. I am fasting. So I'm coughing up a bunch of shit. I realized that every time I go into public, I get really sick. I get really sick every time I go in public, and I find myself twitching, and everybody like that in Vermont right now is like that. It's really bad. If I can get a camera, like a nice camera, I'll go in. I wanted a better suit of armor, but I guess this is nice for Vermont. Kind of blend in. There's like $30 I can get like the upgrade for this. It's called a legendary coat by the legendary brand, and it's exactly like this, except instead of Temu, it's real legendary stuff. So I think I'm gonna buy that. I have $130 right now. I have $144 right now. I was gonna buy a guitar, but he was scamming. It was a kid that was desperately trying to sell it, and he made like 6 different accounts to sell a guitar. And he took a picture of him with the guitar, with a pen. Like I told him to put a pen between the strings, so I knew it was real. But the guy kept making new accounts, and he kept taking the listing down and putting it somewhere else. So I didn't feel comfortable having him send that to me from Albany after I Cash App him, even if it was the guitar that keeps coming down from heaven for me to play. I was hoping I'd make enough noise that they would decide to leave, but they're junkies. So the demons in them love the fight. This is high bandwidth, high frequency, 1133 energy. And they're really fucking with me now. Because I don't have enough relationships in the town to defend me. So it's easy for them to ostracize me from the system. Because usually when I stomp through, I'll use the positive relationships I made with the new kid in town energy to hit it back at them and make it unbearable for them and then drive them crazy. But they've learned from me since. Everyone's evolving. It just sucks. Look at all the shit I have to pack up now and leave. But if somebody sends me like $20, I'll buy an Apache death whistle. Maybe I'll buy some night vision goggles. I can't kill him. Can't kill him, and I feel like any attention I give them spiritually just enhances them. But the birds are still here with me.